Hey guys, what's up? It's Hope, and I'm here to bring you my week 81 post-op VSG update. I had vertical sleeve gastrectomy surgery on July 1st, 2013 in Beaumont, Texas with Dr. Jerome Schraps as my surgeon, and it's been 81 weeks for me, actually today. Today is, no, maybe it was yesterday. Yeah, because today is Tuesday, January the 20th. So yesterday it was 81 weeks. It was a holiday yesterday, so I didn't work and I just was off and didn't really think about posting my video. It was a very long weekend for me, and I'll get into that in a minute, but I'm going to start off with the numbers. My highest weight was 330. On the day of surgery, I was 306, and then last week I came to weighing back down to 185. This week I'm 187. So I'm a couple of pounds up from where I like to be. My maintenance range is 180 to 185. So I'm a little above where I really want to be, but I'm not really stressing about it. I know that I can get back down to where I need to be. I've definitely been like snacking and grazing a lot more. I think it's just because I'm really stressed out. The last couple weeks at work have been really stressful, and with the new semester starting and just trying to get ready for it, it was kind of crazy. But anyway, so on to why my weekend was just kind of crazy. Let me kind of give you an update on fertility stuff, and if you don't want to hear about fertility stuff, then you know you've got my numbers, you've got my update. Feel free to stop it right now. But fertility and the struggle of not being able to get pregnant and just dealing with PCOS is a part of my weight loss surgery journey. It's what led me to weight loss surgery, so it's definitely a part of this whole process, and I definitely want to continue to update as the journey continues. Okay, so I'm not really sure what's going on in my body, but I'll just start from the beginning of what's been going on, I guess. If you want kind of a full history, feel free to go back and watch some of my other videos. I've kind of, documented this whole thing from the beginning. So, I've been tracking my ovulation with ovulation predictor kits, or they're called OPKs. It's an acronym for it. Since August, since I started getting a regular period for the first time in my whole life. I'm having a period every single month, which is something that my gynecologist had hoped would happen with the weight loss surgery. Me losing a lot of weight and getting healthy and kind of everything stabilizing. She hoped that, my body would kind of regulate on its own and PCOS would go away completely. And we would be able to get pregnant with no problem. Of course, that was like very best scenario. But it took a while for my periods to come on their own. I was a year post-op in July and still was having to take medicine to regulate my period and have a period every month and all of that. But since August, I've had one on my own. Like, they just have, and now they're still not regular. They're still not, every so many days I'm having a period, but they're definitely coming every month, which is a lot better than what used to happen, which it wouldn't come at all, and I would go 3 or 4 months without a period and then have to get back on medicine. So that's definitely a good thing that they're coming every month, but they're not regular yet. I don't even know how many people actually do have regular cycles, or people who actually really count that. I'm not sure, but so we tracked my ovulation with ovulation predictor kits, or OPKs, and that you kind of dip it into a sample of your urine, and it kind of tracks the LH hormone, which tells your body that you're ovulating. Well, normally, I'll get a positive, but it's like, around the same time that I also use a app on my phone called Pink Pad. Now, it's not dead set right on ovulation. It doesn't normally match up perfectly with what the OPKs tell me my body is doing. So I kind of just am using all of it at the same time. I said that I would start tracking my temperature. I have yet to do that, but I plan on doing that this month. I wanted to do that over Christmas break, and I was off for 2 weeks and it just didn't happen. So So for this month, we were tracking with the OPKs and, you know, just waiting to get a positive result. And for December, my app told me that I ovulated, you know, I can't remember how many days after my cycle ended, but around a normal time frame, which I was like, okay, you know, we just tried and tried and tried. We did what we needed to do. December, like, was a really good month for us as far as, you know, tracking everything, and in my app on my phone, you know, tracking how many times we tried, tracking the different days that we tried, tracking ovulation with OPKs, and just trying to pinpoint. Another thing with PCOS is everything is just so out of whack that you don't know exactly when you're ovulating. And so even though my app was telling me that I was ovulating, the OPKs were telling me that I wasn't. So I was just super confused, but we just continued doing what we were supposed to do. So January rolls around, and I was supposed to start on the 16th. Today's the 20th, and I still haven't started, but that's not nothing unusual. I mean, my periods don't come on the exact same day every month anyway. But starting on the beginning of January, toward the beginning of the year, and this is going to probably be TMI, so if you don't want to hear about cervical mucus, please just go away right now, because you're not going to want to hear about this. But I started tracking cervical mucus because that can tell you also if you're ovulating. With my body kind of being up and down, in and out, and nothing is on the same page, so I started monitoring that as well. At the beginning of January, I noticed that it started kind of being similar to what the internet says. I know if it's on the internet, it's true. Just kidding. But it started matching what I've seen online with what is typical of someone who's ovulating. So I was like, oh my gosh, you know, maybe I'm ovulating. Maybe it was just super late. And so it continued and continued, and the cervical mucus was the same. And I was like, oh, that's so weird. You know, there's no way I'm ovulating a bunch of different days, you know. So my OPKs I started tracking them, and I literally got a positive. We're talking, as soon as I would dip the stick in the cup, it would appear dark purple, the darkest lines I've ever gotten before. And this lasted for about 8 or 9 days straight. And I tested in the morning, noon, and at the nighttime. I mean, I was testing all during the day because, you know, sometimes they say it's stronger in the morning. Sometimes they say it doesn't matter what time you test it. It's just, it doesn't matter. If the hormone is there, it's there. And so for 8 or 9 days straight, there was a positive. I think it was 9 days. It was positive. Positive, like there was no argument that it was positive. And so of course I get online and I'm searching and trying to figure out, you know, paired with the cervical mucus and 9 days straight of a positive ovulation test, everything was telling me it's early signs of pregnancy. So I was like, oh my gosh, I was getting super excited. And so it was like the 4th or 5th day straight of positive ovulation. And so I was like, oh, okay, well, I'll go ahead and take a test. The pregnancy test was negative. And so I was like, oh, okay, maybe it's just too early to tell. And so I continued tracking, you know, my cervical mucus, tracking the OPKs. And it gave me, like, you know, like I said, 4 or 5 more days of positives, which was so weird. And so, you know, the more I listened to my body, the more everything was pointing to, you are pregnant. You're pregnant. Oh my gosh, you're pregnant. But I waited another week. You know, on the 10th day, I tested. My OPK wasn't positive anymore. It was just the line was barely there. The test line or control line, whichever one needs to be darker. And the pregnancy test was negative, and I'm just so confused. I'm so confused. I'm super emotional. I pretty much cried all weekend long. Just heartbroken about it, honestly. I guess, I don't know, I was just naive to think that it would just happen so quickly and it would happen without any issues or any problems, and we would be pregnant by now. I'm just really confused. So if I don't start my period this week, because the longest natural cycle I've had is 45 days, and then I'll start. Today's day 44. If I don't start tomorrow, if I don't start this week, I'm going to call my doctor to see if she can do some blood tests or see what my hormone levels look like, or, you know, something, because something is not right. You know, there's no reason in this world I should be getting like 9 days straight of positive ovulation tests. I know you don't ovulate for 9 days straight. And I read online, sometimes the hormone is just still in your system after you've ovulated, and it's just so complicated. It's so complicated. So, yeah, if I don't get my period this week, I'm going to call the doctor and see if, you know, she could do a blood test or something to see what's going on, draw some blood and test my hormone levels and see what's happening with me, because this is crazy. And it makes, I'm really I really am getting tired of people saying, you know, just don't think about it. Don't stress about it. It'll happen when it happens. And that's so hard when it's all you think about. It's all I think about, guys. Like, I wanted to be a mom since I was 7 years old. Like, this is what I want. And, you know, I went through everything that I went through to hopefully make that dream a reality. And, you know, I just can't help but to think about Sarah Harrison's video. Like, she posted a video about a week before she found out she was pregnant, and she was crying and so upset, and she wasn't pregnant yet. And maybe I'm just hoping and praying that this video will be kind of like that. You know, I'll go to the doctor and they'll test and I'll be pregnant, and maybe I'm just being naive again. I don't know. But that's where I am. Super emotional. I don't know. I just am all over the place today. I'm so sorry. I just don't understand if my body is saying and it's not just that, like, I've been really crampy, like I'm going to start my period and I haven't yet. I've been really crampy. I've gotten nauseous a couple times. I feel like I'm going to pee a lot more. Like, and I don't know if it's just my mind playing tricks on me. That's what's so frustrating. And then, like, Sarah Harrison has been like a godsend. Like, I don't know what I would do without her in this whole journey. Like, our journeys are so similar as far as going through weight loss surgery, trying to get pregnant, trying to become a mom. Like, and I just message her all the time, and she's amazing about getting back with me. But we were talking about, you know, this the other day. It's like all the symptoms that kind of relate to pregnancy is normal for a weight loss surgery patient. Like, I could eat something that can make me nauseous. Like, who's to say that means I'm pregnant? Or, you know, I don't know, like all these different things that could mean I'm pregnant, but it's just, I'm a weight loss surgery patient, so it's different. It's weird. Like, my stomach cramps all the time, and I feel bloated all the time. Like, it's just, or, you know, when I eat certain things, like, it's hard to kind of pinpoint what is an actual pregnancy early symptom and what is just a weight loss surgery normalcy. Like, oh, it's so, oh my God. I'm gonna let y'all go. It's like 14 minutes long of me rambling on and on about how I'm not pregnant anymore. Or yet, anyway. Pregnant yet. So, I would definitely appreciate all of your prayers and thoughts and well wishes and baby dust and whatever in the world you think might help this happen for us. My poor husband, he just is so heartbroken for me because all I'll do is cry about it. There's nothing else he can do, you know. Alright, guys, I'm gonna let y'all go. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks so much for listening to me ramble on and on about this. Hopefully one day I'll be able to post a video that says, yay, I'm pregnant. Hopefully. Fingers are crossed. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye!